Hello everyone and welcome back to the Futures Bet series, looking back at what was a ripper Underwood Stakes and Golden Rose Day yesterday. Let's get on with it, 3 to get through. We're actually going to kick one off from last week at Flemington, because I forgot to add this in because I was too scared of where it was going to go next. It's Amelia's Jewel, and this was its win in the Let's Elope Stakes, doing it very impressively. Road to Arataki set a pretty solid speed up front, and Amelia's Jewel was able to run on and win well first up from the back. I didn't know where this horse was going to go next, so that's why I didn't put it in last week's Futures Bets video, but we know now, so it's going to the Stock Stakes next, and that's at the Valley, I think on Moya Stakes night, so that'll be very interesting to see. And then the target race I've got for it, and the one which the Futures Bet will be a part of, is the Champion Stakes. I reckon it might go Caulfield Stakes, Cox Plate, Champion Stakes, or it could go just straight into the Cox Plate and then Champion Stakes after that. But Champion Stakes I still think will be sort of the end goal for this horse after the Cox Plate, so I'm happy with Amelia's Jewel. The next one is a little bit out there, but I've gone for Perfect in yesterday's Jim Maloney Stakes. Now this horse sat off what was a pretty slow speed set up by Oz Empress up front, which was able to kick on and win, but I like the work that this horse did from the back to run on very well. The next target for this horse could potentially be the Edward Manifold on Turnbull Stakes Day in about 2 weeks time at Flemington. That race will suit that horse ideally. And then the target, which I'm still not too sure about, I've got as the VRC Oaks. This is probably the one where the Futures Insurance would be good if it doesn't get a run, but it's a very lean horse, so it might not get to 2500, but what it showed yesterday is that first up over 1400, it can run on and run on well, and looking for further, so it would suit the Edward Manifold next start. Coolmore and the Hayes boys had a horse a couple of years ago called Personal, who was second in this race and came out and won the Oaks, so I'm hoping that this horse could follow a same trajectory, but we'll have to wait and see. The last one we're going to take a look at is from Sydney, and its name is Militarized from the Golden Rose. Now the Golden Rose was an absolute cracker of a race, and Militarized was able to just get the bob late, surging late to win. This was a very good win. It settled just worse than midfield on the fence, was able to get out, took a little bit of time to wind up, but once it did, it found the line very well, was very strong. Every horse in the race was going at the same speed on the line. The only one that was accelerating through the line was Militarized. So the next start, which would be its target race, the Caulfield Guineas, would be right up its alley. Usually the Sydney horses are better than the Melbourne horses, so I think Militarized will smash Stapati if they face up. I don't think there'll be much competition. Even though Stapati's won 5 from 5 and is very confident, but it's gone from up against Southport Tycoon and Centify. With all due respect, they're good horses, but Militarized, throw that in the conversation, that's a different horse, and I think it'll be winning the Caulfield Guineas after a barnstorming performance yesterday.